Hi, this is Whitney from Purl Soho, and I'm going to demonstrate how to trap floats when you're knitting stranded color work. Stranded color work is when you switch back and forth between colors within the same round, like here in the swatch for our raindrop hat. You can see that we have this wonderful stockinette design on the right side of the work, but the issue we're addressing here is on the wrong side, where you have these strands of yarn that connect the last time you used a color to the next time you use it. We call these floats, and when you have floats that are longer than about an inch, they tend to snag on your finger and buttons and earrings. So I'm going to show you a handy trick to tack down the non-working yarn halfway through the float by trapping it with the working yarn. Like here's the beginning of the raindrop hat, and you can see that each float is tacked down in the middle to create two shorter floats that are less likely to snag on things. It looks very tidy and it's super easy to do, so let's trap a float and you can see how to do it. Okay, so I've worked up to a place where I've just finished knitting a contrast color stitch, and now I need to knit 5 main color stitches, which is about an inch of fabric and a good opportunity to trap a float. So the first thing you do is knit up to the halfway stitch of your main color stitches. So I'm going to knit 2, and the next stitch is the halfway mark of my 5 stitches. If you have an even number of stitches, you just get as close to halfway as you can. So to trap the float, all you do is take your non-working yarn, and at the back side of your work, you cross it over the working yarn, like that. And then you just knit the next stitch like you normally would and finish off with the last 2 stitches that, in this case, we need to knit. And you can see that on the right side of the work, all the stitches look like normal stockinette stitch, and on the wrong side of the work, this float is really neatly tacked down halfway through. Let's try it again. We're at a moment where we need to knit a contrast color stitch, so I'll do that. Then we have to do the 5 main color stitches. So we'll go to the halfway mark here, 1, 2, time to trap. So we take our non-working yarn and we cross it over the working yarn, like that. Knit the next stitch, and then finish off with our last 2 stitches. So let's take a look at the back side again at all of these nicely trapped floats. They're really tidy and secure, and as you now know, also super easy. So that's how you trap floats in stranded color work.